this house changed the dynamic of our family. You know, after the wreck, you know, we lived in a 2-story house, and it was just so hard to get up and down the stairs, and the kitchen was upstairs and our bedroom was downstairs. And so like all the family would hang out upstairs, and it was a real struggle for me to have to like traverse the stairs. So I would end up just staying downstairs all the time. And, you know, you miss out on a lot of family time with that. And so what's interesting about this house is that just the single floor nature of the house has brought our family together.
In the fall of 2022, Zac was involved in a life-altering accident when a truck collided with his motorcycle. The collision resulted in the amputation of his leg.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that, because I remember coming over, you know, post-wreck to your other house, and I remember it being such a struggle. You'd be downstairs,
Yeah.
and you and I'd be sitting down there, and you could literally hear upstairs kids running around and having fun and everything. I could tell in your mind, you're like...
But yeah, just it's interesting that the open nature of this has brought us closer together.
You laugh. Man, you're crazy.
And another aspect of this house that I really like is that at the old house, you know, it was one of the older style houses, and for whatever reason, they just did not want to see the outside. The windows keep the elements out. It feels like it's just completely open. Like it feels like you're sitting outside.
Daniel and I were talking the other day how adamant that you and Katy really felt you needed a custom home, you know, and even working for us, you're like, you know, portfolio is just not going to work. You know,
That's all right.
And Daniel and I kept like, okay, well, let's talk through why. Y'all had plans you'd brought in, and Katy's like, you know, we got to have this and this, and I really like this layout and this visual. But the more we dove into it, y'all trusted us, and so we were kind of laughing about that.
Katy was always on the fence about, you know, a mid-century style house because it just wasn't her style. And again, it's one of those things where we just trusted y'all, and y'all were like just adamant, like, I'm telling you, it's going to look good, it's going to look good. And she has completely flipped.
Really?
Yes. I mean, she loves...
I know it was a struggle for her, because all the stuff she was originally bringing in when y'all wanted a custom home.
Right.
Was, kind of...
It was very, very bayou, like Louisiana style
but
stuff.
That style home ends up being a lot like what you're living in, what we were talking about.
Right, that's right.
Not a lot of natural light.
Sure.
A lot of the stacked bedrooms, and it's very compartmentalized.
Right.
As opposed to this style home. You know, this is the Lemoore Atomic Ranch.
Yeah.
And Daniel and I designed it just kind of a callback to that Atomic Ranch style home with a low gable. You put one ridge beam all the way through, but that's how we're able to get all this natural light, windows, nice big covered porch.
This house flows so well. It really is a blessing. It works out so well. Everything from the back porch to cooking in here to being on the couch with the family, or going back in our bedroom, or in the family room in there. Like, there's nowhere that it's hard to get to. Everything is easily seen. It's just it was well thought out. It's kind of like our designs are not necessarily what would make this house look good. It's like what would bring this family closer together. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly right, and that's what our drive is that's why we call it a nuclear family home, is bringing the family together. It's just cohesive.
Yeah, it really is. It's a good.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I thank you first.
Actually, no, I said thank you.
I know. I thank you on coming up.
Well, I thanked you.
I thanked you before you ever even got started on the house.
Thanked you before I knew you.
So.